Good morning, everyone, and it's a great pleasure to be here. And I think the strong attendance today is an indication of the importance of the conference theme, how to define or better redefine the role of business in society going forward. Why is it that business has such a bad reputation, and the Occupy Wall Street protesters are just one small example of a rather broad sentiment against business, against their perceived greed, and the focus on corporate self-interest. And the question is, what can we do about it? How can we create a win-win situation, creating value for the business and at the same time for society? And I'm delighted to briefly outline to you the perspective from a large corporation with a strong global footprint. And I'm sure there are many other companies, and you mentioned some of them, that have similar strategies. Ladies and gentlemen, we are a simple company. We are making a lot of stuff, like gas turbines, locomotives, aircraft engines, healthcare equipment, and therefore our principles for being a good corporate citizen are also very simple. They are: make money, make it ethically, and make a difference. Our approach to citizenship is our business. It is not just about giving back, but about enabling positive changes around the world. Being part of the fabric of self-confident societies is what allows us to grow our business sustainably. GE businesses depend on the infrastructure, skills, and institutions of stable, prosperous societies and healthy environments. To succeed as a global business, we need to be a part of building these societies where we operate. We do this through the products and services we create, the way we work with employees, customers, suppliers, and investors, the public policies we advocate, and the philanthropic partnerships we support. GE's business strategy for achieving sustainable growth and creating value for share owners, customers, and communities recognizes that we are in a world where natural resources are constrained. Fuel, water, food, and raw materials are already in short supply for many. Yet the needs and aspirations for many for more and better jobs and opportunities, goods and services will only keep growing. And therefore, the number one role of business in contributing to society is to meet these needs. This will require innovation at an unprecedented scale and speed to reduce cost and improve quality of the products and services that people need for a better life, and to make them accessible to more people. We at GE see especially two areas that face many challenges, but where we can bring in our expertise, have an impact, and create value. And these areas are energy and healthcare. And let's start with energy. Today, businesses, scientists, societies, and governments face the challenge of kicking off another energy revolution to reduce dependence on the fossil fuels that contribute to climate change, radically improve the energy, water, and resource efficiency of every industry, and determine whether it's possible, affordable, and safe to capture and store carbon dioxide. Fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas are projected to be a large portion of our energy mix for decades to come. Therefore, GE is committed to developing new, cost-effective technologies for reducing greenhouse gas emissions and other environmental impacts. And we call this initiative Eco-Imagination, which is a combination of our company slogan, Imagination at Work and Ecology. Eco-Imagination represents GE's commitment to deliver new, cleaner products and technologies to market for our customers and society. It's a business initiative to create value by enabling our customers to cut costs, improve quality, and reduce their own environmental impacts, and by reducing our own environmental footprint at the same time. Having invested $5 billion in Eco-Imagination research and development in the first 5 years, and we started like 7 years ago now, last year we set out new ambitious targets despite the crisis. And I don't want to bore you with some numbers here, but I think it's important that we make it tangible and measurable. First, we want to invest 10 billion in green R&D over the next 5 years. Second, we want to grow eco-imagination revenue at twice the rate of the company's growth. Third, we want to reduce our own energy intensity by 50%, and we want to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 25% and the same level for our freshwater use, all by 2015. Eco-imagination is a business response to the needs of industries and consumers around the world. In countries built on the 20th century infrastructure, the challenge is to transform. In emerging economies, it is to leapfrog, building new infrastructure with the most efficient solutions. The second area I would like to briefly discuss is healthcare. Everywhere around the world, 3 things are common to the healthcare challenge. The need for quality care that is accessible to more people at an affordable price. In Europe, there's universal access to healthcare, but some feel the quality of care is not adequate. In China, the main problem is access, with 300 million people outside of the healthcare system because they can't pay the doctor's fees. And in the US, it's the high cost of healthcare that is causing most concern. The GE strategy is driven by meeting patient and healthcare providers' needs with its step change in quality, access, and cost. To do this, GE Healthcare takes on an in-country, for-country approach, you mentioned it already, investing in local R&D teams to design products that work in each environment and to keep them working even in challenging environments. And I think, Adrian, you call it frugal innovation, we call it reverse innovation, but we all know what we mean. In China alone, there are 80,000 smaller hospitals and clinics that lack modern equipment. GE already has approximately 1,000 engineers working on product development in China who work with the government to understand their priorities. In 2010, we hired and trained 500 new sales representatives to serve 12,000 of these hospitals. We call this initiative Health Imagination and have laid out clear commitments until 2015. First, invest 3 billion in R&D, 2 billion in finance, and 1 billion in technology and content. Second, launch 100 innovations that lower cost, increase access, and encourage innovation for all. And third, work with partners to focus innovation on the critical needs for efficient technologies, healthcare information technologies, broader access, and consumer-driven health. And fourth, and we think that is very important, engage and report on your progress. And we have very good web pages, ecoimagination.com, healthimagination.com. I think it's interesting probably for some of you to see them. So in summary, Health Imagination is a shared commitment to creating better health for more people. And last but not least, I would like to make a couple of comments regarding the capital markets and their impact on our strategy. While the debate continues on the pros and cons of various approaches on financial regulation, the new breed of share owner has emerged with greater focus on citizenship and long-term concerns. Nearly $1 in $8 under professional management in the US is already invested using some form of social responsibility criteria. Responsible investing itself is evolving beyond negative screening to a more positive engagement that identifies and promotes those social environmental factors that can drive superior financial performance. Such active investing has become more mainstream in recent years. The UN Principles of Responsible Investment, for example, with 940 signatories representing around $25 trillion in assets, reflect these changing criteria. Today's capital markets are in the early stages of responding to such signals. Competencies, information flows, analytic models, and remuneration approaches will continue to be reshaped in the years to come to deliver long-term financial returns. The challenge is not to measure the financial return for doing good, but rather the financial rewards from successfully addressing global challenges with profitable products, and services. And while there are probably many things we at GE can do better and differently, we expect to play a prominent role in this evolutionary process as we continue, so we hope, generate value and solid returns for our shareholders. Thank you.